Hi Stampers, this is Karen Phillip from Stampin' with Z Grandma Karen. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I am happy to show you this technique today. And this is called a corner punch flower. So here is the flower. This is this one's been around a while, but I wanted to show you a couple ways that you can make these corners if you don't have a circle punch or a corner rounder punch. This is the card for my club members, and this is what your sample will look like. Okay, so we do have a corner rounder punch, and it's in the triple punch. So you get the corner round, this oblong circle, and then this floral thing. So let me show you though, if this is from the sample piece, but if you put your piece in the machine or the punch, you can't see the paper, so you really don't know if you're on or not, and it moves around. So you can do it, but it's not real easy. So what I found is the best one, if you happen to have a 3/4 inch circle yet, this one works very well. And you just push it in there slightly. I'm not pushing, I'm just like setting it in the circle and squeezing, and that's how I get the circle. This circle right here. And then you do the opposite corner, same way. You set it in there and squeeze, and then you get, so you'll have two pieces that have the corners. Another one, you could do it with the 1 inch. The 1 inch punch, again, not a current piece, but a lot of you have the 1 inch circle punch. Same thing, you just set this in there and squeeze. And then the opposite corner as well. I got two of them, that's why it was so hard. So you get the other corner, and that's how you have this one. The next one, I have a couple options here. The other one is if you have the envelope punch. This works very well. You just put it in the side of the corner rounder on that and push it down. But again, we don't have some of these available any longer, so this is going to seem silly, but it worked very well. I use the jar punch. And so this has the rounded corner, and that's what we're going for, is just the rounded corner. So I have one of these left. So I'm just setting it in the corner and pushing down, and you get your corner. Same thing on the other side, set it down and get your corner. So just some possibilities of how you can get this corner round effect. To put your flower together, let me see if I have any punched already of designer paper. This is the Gilded Autumn paper, so I have 4 squares, and these are a little bit bigger than what the sample card were, but they still don't fit very well in our corner rounder punch. Well, they fit better, but that was for smaller ones, so you just put them in there and punch, turn it, and they're just showing on here, so I am kind of taking a chance. And you can do 2 at once, so we're going to save time. You can only do 2 at once though when it's designer paper, not cardstock. And one more. There we go. Okay. And then to assemble this card, especially for the flower portion of it, you need to line up the square parts, not the round parts. So I'm just lining them up, doing opposite ends, so my square parts are lined up and the square part is in the corners. This one can go either this way or you could put it with the designer paper. And my designer paper will be upside down or sideways, so I'm using this side. And again, all four corners are together. And that's how you get the flower. And the smaller the square, the more floral it'll look. So we're just going to glue these on. And I know how they're going to lay, so I'm just putting adhesive on my cardstock. You can do it either way. You can put it on your strips or your cardstock. And so I'm lining this up. I know it is that far on the corner. Again, corner to corner, or square to square. Oops. This new tape or Stampin' Seal is very, very sticky, which is good. That's what we want. And then this one. So that's how you do the technique. To assemble the rest of the card, this is a very vanilla piece, a piece of early espresso, that just goes on top of the vanilla, and then this mint macaron, and I use the autumn set. Can't think of the name. It is called Beautiful Autumn Bundle. And that has punches and a nice set with it. Here's the set. And that's where I had the Have a Beautiful Day sentiment. And I didn't bring the punches, unfortunately. Okay, so then we're just putting the designer paper and then the gold. I'm putting the glue right on the card, and the reason why I'm doing that, I know that it's wide as this piece of gold, because if I put any adhesive and it gets on the gold, you can't rub it off even with a glue eraser. So if you put it on the card and you do it straight, then it won't get all over your gold. Any metallics, that's how that works. Okay, then I bent it anyway. Okay, and then for the little acorns, I punch them with the punch, and I have a brown table, and one's hiding in the brown table. So I just put a pop dot on them. I punch these little gold toppers out of the gold, and then we'll trim this so that it goes better with the acorn, and then this just gets glued on there. And then we have two of them, and add a bow, and the completed card is right here. So this is one that I use the opposite side of the designer paper. So I hope you got a few tricks out of this, tips and tricks, and let me see what you've made. Feel free to post it on my blog. Thanks for watching and have a great day.